I'm Michel Oudijk. I work as a philologist in the UNAM, the Universidad Nacional de Antropología de Mexico. I've been working for some 25 years now on Zapotec history and culture. I basically started out as an historian, but historian for me has always been working in communities, working with oral tradition. And so when I started out in a town where they only spoke Zapotec. So the obvious thing was to learn Zapotec. I hardly spoke any Spanish then. And so basically I had to learn Zapotec. So my contact with the language and culture was very immediate. And from there on, I've been always been working with the language, working with the culture, work with the history. And for me, there's no real division between where history starts and where, anthropology starts or ethnography or something like that. It's just a continuum. And that has always been my interest in my field. So I work with documents, colonial documents. I work with pre-Hispanic documents. I work with present-day oral traditions. I work with what you call history. I work with linguistics. I work with the whole thing, geography, all that mashed together, and that makes a modern philologist, I think, and that's what I do, or try to do at least. And that's also how I got here in this particular community in Macuilxochit. I first worked in the Sierra Zapoteca, which is a region here, and they are Zapotecs too. And so I first worked with that. Then I sort of like expanded my research to other Zapotec regions. And Macuilxochit has it doesn't have it here, it's in New York, the document, which is from the 16th century, is a very important pictographic document with Zapotec text written in alphabetic writing. And so I started working with that. So through that I came in contact with the community and I wrote about it. And relatively recent, they invited me to give a talk here. And I gave this talk, and through this talk they became aware that there's a lot of documentation in colonial Zapotec. And so they were very interested in that. They invited me, and then we started on a workshop. So now every month I come here to work with them on colonial Zapotec documents. And of course, since they speak the language, the modern Zapotec version of it, we get this fascinating, exchange of information that goes from, linguistic information to, toponyms in the region, to rituals, to what have you, which is just fascinating.